Hey everybody, and welcome to Leia's Lair. Here's our review of the Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 8, Together Again. Alright, so the episode opens up with Rafa, Trace, and Ahsoka in jail again, all playing the blame game, so...
Back in the same spot as usual.
Yeah, nothing's changed, it seems. So Ahsoka comes up with a plan to save the sisters, essentially, which involves her sacrificing herself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that she knew she was gonna be. She knows she can escape herself, using the Force to get out, but she doesn't want the sisters to kind of know that she can do that stuff. So she's come up with this plan to get them out of there, so that she can escape on her own without them knowing that she has the ability to use the Force and that she was a Jedi. So she basically tells them, "Oh, let them go get the spice, and you can keep me here until they get back.
And if they don't come back, I'll tell you where their family lives," which we all know they don't have any family anymore, so...
Yeah. So then we get to kind of see the sisters discuss that they want to free Ahsoka. And so they're at their ship. They come up with this plan to kind of steal the spice from the Pikes and bring it back and pretend that that's their spice that they owe them.
So in the meantime, Ahsoka is back in jail, and she uses the Force to free herself and goes throughout the building and starts placing bombs. So after she frees herself from jail, she goes and steals some bombs, and then she plants them all over. And
and this is where we get to see kind of a cool thing. We get to see the spice factory going on. But we also get to see Ahsoka as she's placing these bombs, she overhears a conversation with the Pikes and none other than Darth Maul.
Yeah. So hooded figure.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as the hooded figure is there, it's okay, this has got to be Maul.
Well, even before that, they even mentioned before, their lives are
counted on the spice too.
And they're from him, and you're okay, we know exactly who they're talking about. But then it's kind of cool because we get to see what, as they're doing the hologram thing, it's so they can only see Maul, and I'm assuming Maul can only see the Pikes.
Right.
But as soon as Ahsoka's there, he almost senses
her,
and then looks over and she ducks that's gonna help then.
Yeah, I always thought that they couldn't really see anything, but maybe he can.
I think in that scenario he felt her through the Force.
Yeah.
So realistically, her hiding behind a pipe maybe wouldn't have done anything. But
yeah.
I mean,
but it might have just saved her in the meantime if he could have actually seen her, I guess.
Yeah. Or maybe if he's looking over there, the Pikes look over and they would see
exactly.
her. So we get to see Maul. He's back in the Clone Wars. That's exciting. So then what happens is Ahsoka gets captured again. Obviously, I think she could have done a little better, but
Yeah.
But she didn't. She could have just forced them all and just ran out of there. But
yeah, so she gets captured again, and this time she gets revealed as a Jedi. She's using the Force, doing all these crazy things that most normal people can't do. So,
Meanwhile, the sisters are trying to come up with, or they're executing their plan to kind of save her. So they're pretending that they are owed this shipment of spice. Obviously, that doesn't go up to plan, and they get in a fight with all of them. But they fight them off successfully and get the spice.
Awesome.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So the sisters return with the stolen spice to make the exchange for Ahsoka, where she is revealed to the sisters to be a Jedi, which is, I think, pretty shocking to them because obviously they don't really like the Jedi. But nonetheless, the three of them escape together on the ship, and they make use of her skills as a Jedi, making her the shooter.
So she's able to shoot down a few ships. That gets busted. She does a flip with the ship and basically plays chicken with the other guy.
Yeah.
Until the guy just crashes into a rock. So they get back to Coruscant successfully, but they're followed by Bo-Katan. You get to see her ship follow them. And so they're having kind of a little discussion back at their shop about how she was a Jedi and etc. And then Bo-Katan And
Well,
the-
wait, before Bo-Katan, they're having this conversation about how she was a Jedi, and the sisters are like, "Oh no, this is the type of Jedi we want. Like, you're the type of Jedi that's like a good Jedi, you know?"
Yeah, they're
Which is like pretty. I think Ahsoka was pretty worried about them finding out, and then they like were totally
then they're
okay with it.
they're kind of okay with it. They're like, you know what, you've helped us get out of this mess, and that's kind of what Jedi should be doing, not just arresting us and etc. So I think it kind of helped both of them. I think that it helped them maybe realize that maybe not all Jedi are like exactly what they thought. And I think it also helps Ahsoka, from running away from her past, because that's what she's been doing. She's been trying to avoid it. In the beginning of this kind of arc, you don't see her really using the Force too much, trying to hide that she is a Jedi, but then she starts using it more and more, until now at this point where it's revealed, like, I was a Jedi, but I don't want to be anymore. It's complicated,
Totally.
Facebook relationship, it's complicated.
Yeah. So then Bo-Katan reveals that... So Bo-Katan comes out and she reveals that she's not with Death Watch, or Death Watch isn't a thing anymore, and that her and Ahsoka now have a common enemy, and that enemy is Maul, and that she needs Ahsoka's help to, I guess, take him down.
Yeah.
So with the encouragement from the sisters, Ahsoka goes with Bo-Katan to take down Maul, even though she's worried that somehow that it's going to lead her back to the Jedi, which is obviously not where she wants to go.
And I think that she has a lot of mixed emotions. I think that she feels like if she gets wrapped up in this again, they're going to, in some ways, kind of lure her back into the Jedi life. And at this point, I think she's very much away from the Jedi. She wants to be away, as much as I think that shows there's a lot of conflict within her right now on what she wants to do. She wants to go do these things with Bo-Katan, take down Maul, but at the same time, she's worried that if she does that, she's gonna have to see her old master and all the other Jedi. And how is that gonna go? Is she gonna be persuaded to join back because she doesn't want to do that, right? And if you've seen Rebels and etc., I guess you know how this is probably gonna play out. But yeah, it's exciting to see this in the Clone Wars, and this is how the Siege of Mandalore starts, guys. So exciting times.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah.
And after that, so Ahsoka leaves with Bo-Katan, and then the episode ends.
Yeah, so that's
it.
That's it for this episode. Pretty good episode, but yeah, let's just, I guess, go right into the review, and we'll let you know our thoughts on it.
So in terms of ratings for this episode, I'm going to give it an 8.5. I thought it was thoroughly, enjoyable. It had a lot of action. It saw the introduction of one of our favorite bad guys, Darth Maul, so that was pretty exciting. It finally saw them get out of this Pike jail and get off of this planet, which was nice because I was worried that it was going to end up in the same spot as it did last episode. And yeah, I think it's only going to get better from here. We get the Siege of Mandalore next, so yeah, 8.5.
That's a good rating. For myself, I'm actually going to give this one 7.5 out of 10. Great episode, yeah. We get to see a lot of revelations. We get to see Maul come back. We get to see Ahsoka reveal that she has been a Jedi to Trace and Rafa. So that's interesting. And like you said, we get to finally wrap up this Pike. They didn't end this episode where they began, so that's a good thing. I think that I think I would have liked to see a little more of Ahsoka using like the last episode. You get to see her use the Force in ways that maybe she shouldn't be as a former Jedi, and so I think we could have saw maybe a little bit more of that, which I really am enjoying in those action scenes. But we did get to see her blow up the spice factory, so that's cool. And we get to see Maul back, which is great. One of my favorite characters. Not just in Clone Wars, but in general. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. Siege of Mandalore is coming up, so good times ahead.
And there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. What did you think of Season 7, Episode 8? Did you enjoy this arc with Ahsoka, Trace, and Rafa? Let us know down below in the comment section. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos to come. We hope to see you all again in Leia's Lair.